Universal Orlando podcast is a member of the Mice Chat Podcast Network. MicePod.com. Now, discover the universe, one theme park at a time.
Welcome, Universal fans. This episode is brought to you by Fairy Godmother Travel and the Producers Club. So let's join the crew as they bring you the latest news from the Universal Orlando Resort and from all around the Universal globe.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 121 of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. My name's Hunter, and with me today, of course, I have Lee.
Hello, everyone.
And, of course, I have his lovely wife, Tracy.
Hello, lovelies.
Now, unfortunately, Darren couldn't be here today because he's off, being a trader and stuff at another theme park.
Yeah, not Disney.
Yeah, I know, right? I don't know which one's worse, right? So, everyone doing all right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Seem to be. Christmas is fast coming, so I'm kind of just in a bit of a tiz, but apart from that, fine.
I know.
I'd like to jump in, actually, just before we get started. I was asked by one of our listeners to plug a little film fundraiser that's going on. Mr. Lonsmart, one of our listeners, wanted to plug his friend John Binkowski's Characters with a Z film fundraising project. It's a comedy feature film pre-production, and he's trying to raise $50,000.
Wow.
Cool.
It's going to be Mitchell Musso leads a quirky cast of costume characters in a small dysfunctional amusement park.
Mitchell Musso, okay.
So I will put the link in the show notes because it's indiegogo.com/project/characters-feature-film-production.
Yeah.
So I'll put it in the show notes.
That sounds
right?
Yeah.
That sounds awesome sauce.
Cool.
Sounds cool. So, all right. So, of course, as always, we are going to open with a butterbeer preference from Jason Gallant.
Hello, Tracy, Lee, Darren, Hunter, and Gregory. This is Jason from Maine calling in my butterbeer preference report. Before I give you that, I want to just thank you guys for the podcast and all the great information you get out there to us. This is our first real just Universal trip we've ever made. We've been to Disney a bunch of times, but this time, because of Diagon Alley and everything else, it was Universal only this time. We had been to Universal before, but only to Island Adventures. This is the first time we've really explored the rest of the park and rode all the rides and all the roller coasters, and we've had a fantastic time. The weather here has been sunshine, 75, 80 degrees every day. Couldn't ask for a better trip. Now, on to the choice. After many, many taste tests and much deliberation about which butterbeer is best, there has been only one that can come to the top. And as Lee may already know, it was regular. Yes, regular, without question, our personal favorites. Maybe in the depth of summer, when it's 150 degrees here in Orlando, a frozen would be good. But as the time of year we have come here, regular was the winner. All right, guys, once again, thanks for everything. I wish I was going next year to meet you guys, but we're not probably going to get down there again until 2016, 2017 maybe. Anyway, thanks again, and have a good day. Bye.
Well, hey, thanks for that, Jason. And we are going to go straight on into the news.
We are indeed. Right, well, I am going to tell you how to celebrate the holidays at Universal Orlando's on-site hotels, which is a bit strange, seeing as already I've sent this out to the Producers Club and didn't know that it was going to be in this show. So there you go. Right. Basically what Universal are saying is your holiday fun doesn't have to end at the theme parks. The on-site hotels offer even more ways to celebrate your season of choice, shall we say? Because there are a few seasons out there.
Yeah.
At this time of the year. Yes. Now, if you want to go to Lowe's Portofino Bay Hotel, there are festivities for the entire family, including a tree lighting ceremony, which I do believe has gone. Because I think the tree lighting ceremonies were all the end of November.
Do they not just do it every day, like?
Don't think so. I think they were all the 28th of November.
Awesome, aren't
That's
we?
pretty surprising, actually.
I mean, I could be wrong.
Disney do it every bloody day.
Well, I could be wrong. There is a Christmas Day buffet with holiday activities and entertainment for the whole family, so nobody's going to be left out there. And you can also celebrate New Year's Eve with a party in the Harbour Piazza with live entertainment, which is much better than dead entertainment, in my opinion. Unless it's Halloween.
I mean, it depends.
Yeah, if
we're comparing against Beetlejuice, then yeah.
Or Nearly Headless Nick's Death Day party, that would be cool.
Well, this is true.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Well, as well as the Lowe's Portofino Bay, of course, there is the Hard Rock Hotel, and the holidays will be a rockin' this season. They will have holiday diving movies at the pool. We don't know what they are, but it'd be cool. The Grinch must be one of them.
They project...
what the films are.
Holiday films.
So, like National Lampoon's Vacation.
Home Alone.
No, it doesn't say Christmas, it says holiday. To us, that means something different. Anyway, visitors from Santa Claus in the kitchen on select nights, and he will do the kitchen challenge with you if you want him to. He's got the belly for it.
Every time, yeah.
Yeah. Hanukkah candle lightings, December 16th through the 24th. Mm-hmm. Christmas and New Year's Day buffets. Special Christmas Eve and Christmas Day meals at the kitchen, which we can vouch for. It is an awesome place.
Mm-hmm. Not the Christmas Eve and Christmas Day meals.
But the
sadly,
kitchen,
we haven't done that, but the kitchen
in general, yeah. And then also they are doing a New Year's Eve party featuring holiday buffet, live family entertainment, and the Times Square ball drop via satellite.
Cool stuff. I thought that was a New Year's Eve party featuring holiday buffet featuring live families. That's a little different. Those poor Brazilian tour groups. All right. And carrying on into Lowe's Royal Pacific Resort, you get to celebrate the spirit of the holidays island style. So they're going to have ornament making and cookie decorating, storytelling, and more on select days throughout December. I'm sure you can find those on the Universal website, right?
Yeah, that's cool. There's not a lot of information about it.
You can't find out what the more is, unfortunately. No. I think that's just what they decide on the day.
That is also the live family buffet.
What, the family's the live buffet?
Yeah, right? There's also going to be a Christmas Day holiday buffet. There will be, again, Hanukkah candle lightings December 16th through the 24th, and a family-friendly New Year's Eve dinner and celebration. And once again, there's going to be more. We have no idea what that means, though.
No.
We've got to have some secrets.
Yeah.
And if you're heading over to Universal's Cabana Bay Beach Resort, you can travel back in time to the 1950s and 60s this holiday season. And they have on offer character appearances. Is that just going to put the head around the car and go, hello,
Maybe.
and then leave?
Yeah.
They're not actually going to meet, they're not meet and greets, they're just appearances. Again, will be the Hanukkah candle lightings on December 16th to the 24th. Holiday dive-in movies. Holiday storytelling, arts and crafts, and more.
Again?
Yeah,
more.
There's more.
This more guy is so popular.
Now, the details are subject to change, and please visit universalorlando.com/holidays for up-to-date information.
Yep, so on the website.
Yeah. But they have to put some extra information on there first.
Yeah.
So A Very Merry Grinchmas returns to Universal Studios Hollywood as the theme park celebrates the Hula Days with the Grinch, his faithful dog Max, and a roster of Who's from the town of Whoville. Grinchmas runs weekends on December 6th through the 7th and 13th through the 14th, then continues daily from December 19th, 2014 through January 3rd, 2015. As part of the Fabulous event, Martha May Whovier, that's correct, right?
Yep.
Thank you for that, Kim. And you guys, actually. And the Who Dolls, you see, I wouldn't have got that if she didn't make me watch the film again today. And
Good
the Who
girl.
Dolls...
Good on her.
And the Who Dolls will take center stage by the Grinchmas tree, performing energetic musical sets to usher in the Christmas season in style. The Hula Day Singers, a hip boy band ensemble, will perform nightly at a cappella concerts featuring a mix of Christmas favorites and pop rock.
You will be hearing them behind this very segment.
Ooh.
Ooh. Who Direction, right?
Yeah.
The spirited Grinchmas event will also capture guests' imagination with a variety of inspiring activities designed to create lasting memories. These include Whoville Post Office. Visitors will have a chance to partake in the Grow Your Hearts 3 Sizes campaign, where they share their good deeds on a postcard and mail them to the Grinch. In return, Random House Children's Books, the publisher of Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, will pay it forward by donating a book to a child in need through First Book on behalf of the sender.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Especially considering Dr. Seuss books. Have you guys ever tried to buy some? They're like $15 a piece.
Not over here, they aren't.
Yeah.
They're a lot more expensive. And funny enough, in pounds.
Yeah.
Not dollars. We don't deal in these dollops.
Dollops.
Trim up the tree line. Guests can design and personalize their own Grinchmas ornaments to help decorate the venue's other Grinchmas trees or take home as a keepsake.
Awesome.
Yep.
Love it.
Who belicious cookie day who rating?
Go on, try that again.
I've got it. Who belicious cookie day who rating?
Deck who rating.
Deck who rating. I love it.
Who rating? You're killing me here.
I know, that's why I gave it to you. Yes, I did.
Right?
You're right. Yes. Tracy's just pointing at me going, this should have been mine. I'm like, no. There's a reason why I gave it to you.
He's evil.
Nerves.
Let's put it this way, Darren would have been getting it if he'd been here.
The resident Grinch himself.
He listens to this.
I know.
Hunter's thoughts aren't necessarily the rest of ours. I love you, Darren.
Freshly baked gingerbread cookies will be available for purchase, and guests can create their very own amazing treats with an assortment of delectable frostings and tasty toppers.
Aww.
Story time with Cindy Lou Who. Cindy Lou Who and her Who friends will gather guests of all ages, tall and small, for an engaging storytelling show of Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, featuring special effects and audience participation.
That's very cool.
It is indeed.
It does sound awesome. I know we talked about Orlando Grinchmas, which has just started when we were this weekend when we were recording it, and I've heard loads of audio and seen the pictures and stuff, and it's just awesome. And the Grinch is epic, but actually looking at videos and stuff I've seen, it does look like Hollywood do it better.
I know, and I'm still not there.
It's just surprising to me, especially considering over there, they don't have a dedicated Dr. Seuss section.
No, this is true.
Here we have it, and we really only do Grinchmas and a couple of other assorted things, but not nearly to the extent of what's going on here.
Yeah, that's a good point. But it does, because they've even got, like, the Christmas tree looks like Mount Crumpet, the one they've got up in Hollywood. It looks awesome.
I saw a picture of that. I think it's just maybe because, as I think when we had Andy on, he mentioned it, Universal Studios Hollywood is very much a local park.
Yes.
So they're just doing it to bring in the local crowd over the holiday season.
I think that's nice.
It's not something we necessarily have to do, but I'm pretty sure it'd be pretty big with locals and international guests alike.
Yeah.
Yeah, completely agree.
I mean, you will hear from the holidays at Orlando and Hollywood and hopefully Singapore in our Christmas Day show, as we have on locations from Dr. Ian Malcolm and Gregory and Shao. So you will get to hear. There'll be plenty of Christmassy stuff going around. But speaking, well, this is more after Christmas, but you can now buy your tickets for, if you want to spend New Year's Eve at Universal for their annual Eve event. Original name, Eve, yes. That could be any time of the year, because every day is an Eve, technically. They've said Eve at Universal City Walk will be an unparalleled New Year's celebration. With unique party zones, each featuring their own entertainment and signature drinks, access to 6 different clubs with live music and unlimited gourmet cuisine, Eve will be the place to ring in the new year.
Oh, yeah.
As if you didn't know, on December 31st, which is, funnily enough, New Year's Eve, partygoers can celebrate all night on Orlando's biggest outdoor dance floor, built just for this event. When midnight strikes, guests will kiss 2014 goodbye, and anyone else who's close, in style with a champagne toast. Champagne toast?
I've had jam on toast.
Yeah. Or peanut butter on toast.
Cheese on toast.
And different strokes.
and then it'd be all soggy, and enjoy a pyrotechnics display with incredible special effects. The advanced pricing for Eve is it's $99.99 plus tax.
Is that $99.99?
It is $99.99.
$99.99.
But it's plus tax, so it won't be quite that. It won't be more than that. And that's until December the 15th.
Hang on,
admission includes access to...
Oh, right, sorry, that's advanced price. I'm thinking, hang on, if it's Christmas Eve, why is it going on until December the 15th?
New Year's Eve.
You know what I mean.
It includes unlimited gourmet cuisine, including jumbo shrimp, roast sirloin, custom desserts, and more. 6 unique outdoor party zones with entertainment and signature drinks. As we said, the largest outdoor dance floor featuring live music from DJ M Squared on a 360-degree DJ platform. 6
Universal. That's a lot of DJs.
What?
360 DJ.
Wow, won't be able to hear them all. 6 Universal City Walk venues, including Bob Marley, which Darren hates, Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville, Pat O'Brien's, The Groove, Rising Star, and the Red Coconut Club. Midnight Champagne Toast and Pyrotechnics. Yeah, we said that.
Slow down.
No, we've got to get through. It's exciting. Oh. For more information and to purchase tickets, visit www.citywalk.com/Eve, and that is EVE. Now, don't forget, this is a 21 and older event, and tickets is what I've actually wrote there. Tickets, and the tickets will go up in price if purchased after December the 15th to $129.99 plus tax.
Yeah. And doesn't this event sell out like every single year?
I'm not sure actually. I know Barry Gorn, one of our listeners, he goes quite regularly for it. Mm-hmm. Not my scene.
We don't do New Year. We kind of get to midnight and then go. Can we go to bed now?
No, we're usually watching.
So old.
Last year we spent watching Freaks and Geeks, and then we put on an episode and got 3/4 of the way through it, and one of us looked up at the clock and went, "Oh, Happy New Year!" Just completely missed it.
Yep.
Yeah. Too old now.
It's boring.
Well, obviously the wrong place. That doesn't sound boring.
Well, no, they're not. They wouldn't be able to charge $130 if they made it sound boring.
Right?
True.
Haven't the last few years they've had like a live band? They're going the DJ route this year, though, huh?
All right.
Yeah, rings a bell.
I guess that's interesting.
Yeah.
So now we are going to pass it on over to Darren, who is live at the Grinch Character Breakfast at Islands of Adventure.
Hey everybody, Darren here, checking out the Character Breakfast at Universal Studios Orlando with the Grinch, who's about 2 feet to my right. The breakfast is decent. I mean, you're getting standard theme park breakfast, but it's really cool to see the characters going around and interacting with everyone, and the Grinch is incredible, so I definitely recommend it. Bye. Hey everybody, I was kind of rushed there, so I just wanted to add a little bit more in. The Grinch breakfast, you have the option of about 5 different platters. A continental breakfast with you have an option with pancakes, with bacon, sausage, grits, potato stars, all that kind of thing. Basically, your standard theme park breakfast fare. I was not a big fan of the food, but really the food's not what it's all about. It's about meeting the Grinch and the other characters that were there. Sam I Am, which is rarely seen in the parks. We had the Grinch, we had Thing 1 and Thing 2. And, of course, a bunch of Whovians that were just walking around saying hello to people and making some conversation at the tables. So, all in all, it's a really great experience, and I highly recommend it. After that, we saw the stage show, and that is amazing, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. All the actors are great. The stage is amazing. It's a very cool experience, and if you're going to be there around the holidays, I definitely recommend checking it out. Moving on, we also went to the Macy's parade, and we were able to be in the parade. We carried the first green star. If you want to participate, you have to be 18 years of age, you have to be over 125 pounds, and you have to be able to hold on to, hold on to the balloon for a pretty good length of time. It's about a mile. So if that all sounds interesting to you, any day the parade is going on, at 3 o'clock, 2 hours before it starts, you can go over to the kids zone. They have one of the large Macy's balloons set up, the teddy bear. In front of that, they set up a table, and then you can sign up. So make sure to get there right at 3 o'clock or a little bit before, and be one of the first to sign up and get in. And you can help carry a float. Other than that, we caught a little bit of the tail end of Mannheim Steamroller. We weren't able to see the whole show because we were putting the balloons away and getting back into the park. So caught a little bit of it. It was amazing. Definitely, if you're there for it, check them out. They're known around the world. So you definitely want to check out their performance. It's amazing. So that about wraps up the holidays at Universal. Of course, if you have any questions about the event, make sure to email us at podcast@uuopodcast.com. Back to you guys.
Oh, thank you very much, Darren. That was awesome.
Tracy's been killing me to take her over for the Grinch character breakfast.
Well, killing you wouldn't get me over there any quicker. Bugging you, maybe.
Going completely off the Christmas one. I do apologise to my wife because I seem to have stolen one of her news items, so I've got
Yes,
two.
I'm just sitting here looking pretty in the background.
The Orlando Sentinel reported in the last week or so that Universal Orlando are planning a construction project at the south part of its property. We've kind of talked about this before. They filed a document with the state. Universal apparently have not said what it will build on the property east of Turkey Lake Road and south of its Cabana Bay Beach Resort, but it was a stormwater permit that was filed with Florida Department of Environmental Protection. And the construction will go on through November 2016, and it will cover 53 acres of land.
Okay.
Wow.
It's a substantial
At the Orlando Sentinel, they said, we believe this to be the site of the new water park, Wondersea Island. But the Sentinel said that experts believe that other possibilities for the Universal project could include the expansion of Cabana Bay, which we haven't heard any rumblings of, some sort of small boutique theme park along the lines of Discovery Cove,
right,
which again we haven't really heard rumblings of, or a support centre. 53 acres.
For a support centre. That's a lot of support.
Yeah, it's got to be Wondersea Island. You're looking at
That's the only thing that makes sense.
That's 2 years to put in a decent water park. Yeah, it's got to be more than that. How long did it take them to build Cabana Bay?
It wasn't long, really.
About a year-ish. Water park. Anybody interested, really, if they built one there?
I'd have a look.
Hunter?
To be perfectly honest, I'm not really a water park guy, but I'd be interested to see what they do with it.
Yeah.
I'd visit once. I don't do water things.
It depends what they do with
Sorry,
it.
I'm getting attacked by the dog.
If they do, if they go like theme park themed route, which is what we have heard, like
different
if they had
lands for each individual,
if they did like
I'd be into that.
Minion Beach and stuff like that, would be awesome.
Imagine Popeye and Bluto's build rat barges, but you rubber rings,
like a Teamboat Springs type thing.
All that 53 acres of that. That'd be cool.
Just
do that. It makes me wonder because. Yeah, right.
On build rat barges, just take the big ones out and just put individual ones in. Yeah.
That'd be great. It makes me wonder how much of this is just they've seen how much success has come from the water parks with, Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon and Legoland's water park, which has been really, really successful from what I understand. But truth be told, I've gone to Typhoon Lagoon a fair number of times, and I've always had a great time there. So I guess it just depends on what context it's in.
Yeah.
I'm sure Universal will do a great job with it.
I think as far as their thinking of it is they probably want to, it's keeping people on property. If people want to go to a water park, which people do, we'll have to go to Wet and Wild, or we'll have to go down to Aquatica or go to Blizzard Beach. Like, no, right, let's not give them that excuse to go off property. Let's build one on property, and it keeps people there, especially with Sapphire Falls will be opening around the same time, actually, if that's so.
I mean, I have the theme, and I think Thomas would back me up. A Jaws-themed water park.
Yeah, you wouldn't get anybody in it.
Yeah, be quiet.
Yeah.
No people, yay! I'm in.
Can you imagine a wave pool where the wave pool is actually formed by a giant shark hopping out of it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool. That's it. I mean, some of the little bits and bobs about. I think that Every Which Way weekend starts this tomorrow as this comes out. If anybody's interested, that Nickelodeon thing that no one's heard of.
Right, yeah.
And they've extended the veterans by was it buy 2 get 3 days or something like that, or was it 3 days free, something like that. They've extended that offer anyway.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
All right, then. Well, hey, we're going to head into some quick advertisements, and then we'll be right on back.
Diagon Alley is now open at Universal Studios Florida, and we know all you witches and wizards can't wait to visit. So let our friends at Fairy Godmother Travel deal with the muggles in resort reservations. They are a Universal Parks and Resort specialist, as well as an authorised Disney vacation planner, and their service is free to you. From the new Cabana Bay Hotel to those other hotels run by a mouse, Fairy Godmother Travel can book all your Orlando vacation needs. And make sure to let them know you heard about them because of UUOP. Because every UUOP referral helps us continue to bring you the best Universal coverage. Contact them today by phone at 832-284-4002 or toll free on 888-939-642539 or go to fairygodmothertravel.com. Let Fairy Godmother Travel make your next vacation magical.
We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
Welcome back, everyone. You are listening to the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. We apologize.
That's not like selling yourself.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. That's a good response that I've been using for everything.
It is pretty much.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, right. So before we go on to listener emails, we do have a quick couple of announcements to make.
Right. Well, in 2015, we will have a new segment to bring to you, which will be Disney versus Universal.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone knows we like to play that game.
Oh, yes. So what it's going to be, as I'm sure you can already guess, is the Walt Disney World attraction versus the Universal Orlando Resort attraction. So what we're going to be doing is we'll be putting out onto Facebook and Twitter.
We already have been.
Yeah, we've started it. We'll be giving you the choice. We'll be giving you, do you prefer this or do you prefer that?
And we want to know why.
And we want to know why. Yes, I know this. So we really want everybody to be involved because it's actually really good fun. We're getting some really funny comments.
It's actually surprised. Some of them have surprised me.
Yeah. And people have been apologising for their choices. Never apologise. Yeah. Unless it's Disney and then you're wrong. No, I am kidding. So what we plan to do is we're going to bring one of these and the results to you every other show, which is going to start the new year. So yes, as I say, follow us on Facebook and Twitter. And we'll be tweeting out and putting the post on Facebook.
Yeah, go back through the Facebook page.
Yeah, go and join in. And there's been some really good ones.
There's at least half a dozen up there already, I think.
And this is actually a good time to get involved as well. Because it's a great tie-in. Oh, I'm getting tongue-tied here. We're going to be talking to Sam Genoway in the new year about his new book, Universal vs. Disney, the unofficial guide to American theme parks' greatest rivalry.
I'm interested.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that.
To get a read of that book and see the sordid back history of it all.
Mm.
So yeah, on the back of that, I came up with an idea for a game show a while back, and I'd invited some other podcasts on to do it with us, and just logistics of it was going to be a nightmare. Mm-hmm. So for anybody in the UK, if you've ever watched the Big Fat Quiz of the Year, which is kind of 8 out of 10 cats style, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're going to do the Big Fat Universal Quiz of the Year. Hunter might actually be hearing this for the very first time, so he might get a shock here.
For the very first time. What is going on?
So what I wanted to do is invite 2 listeners on to go head-to-head with Hunter and Darren. So it's going to be Team Listener. So there'll be 2 listeners against Hunter and Darren. And it'll be basically the Big Fat Universal Quiz of the Year. So the quiz is split into 4 parts.
Yeah.
And it'll be the first 3 months of the year, the next 3 months of the year, and all the questions will be based around things that have happened at that time of the year. So rather than just doing...
in Universal or the show?
No, in Universal.
Okay.
So rather than doing like a year in review, it's like a quiz year in review. Does that make sense, Hunter?
Yes.
I mean, I've always wanted to be able to use useless knowledge besides it annoying my friends, so I'm in.
Hunter's in.
It could be interesting, because if you get put to shame by our listeners, that doesn't really give us much cred, does it?
We'll be swapping out hosts.
Like, oh,
can I just ask?
Yeah.
What's my role?
You're the hostess.
Does that mean I have to wear a slinky evening gown with the side split up to my thigh?
I'm the scorekeeper.
Why does that sound really seedy?
What, scorekeeper?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He also has to wear a dress.
I actually, I will have the hardest part, trust me. Because I'll be because everyone's answers, stop laughing, you're disgusting. I'll be taking, anyway, if you're interested, drop us an email.
And if you ever want to hear Darren and I call you guys dirty names, this is the easiest way to get it done. So...
yeah, if you're interested, we're going to do it at some point in the new year. So if you're interested, just drop us an email in at podcast@uopodcast.com. So yes, get in touch.
Yeah.
Be fun. Be a laugh.
It's going to be a good time.
It will. I'm looking forward to it. I need to finish my questions now.
All right. So, hey, Producers Club members, on the Christmas show, December 25th, we will be doing another prize draw for some Blues Brothers glasses. Not sunglasses, they're cups, but I mean... if you want to wear them that way, you can too.
Be a goggles.
Yeah, we've had a lot of fun with the Producers Club this year. A lot of really cool content that only they have gotten. So I'm definitely going to invite all the people that aren't currently members to join in next year for the fun. We've got some really cool content for next year as well.
Definitely, and we'll be in touch with all the current producers soon to sort of get their ideas and what have you, and help us shape what next year's will actually be.
Yes.
It's been brilliant having everyone involved, and we appreciate every single one of you.
Currently in the middle of an Advent calendar, aren't we? Everybody's getting a daily email.
It's the bane of Tracy's existence.
It's not the bane of my existence. I had lots of ideas at the beginning, and now I'm kind of going, what shall I do tomorrow? It's all good. It's good fun.
All right. So now we are going to wrap up the show real quick with some listener emails.
We got this in from Brandy, and she said this was in regards to something that that Tracy was talking about 2 weeks ago, actually. She says, "Hi guys, just FYI, my sister and friend held the balloons in the Macy's parade in 2011 and there were no push-up tests required."
Yes, I could do it.
Well, it was this year's that I heard they've been really rigorous, but I've heard there's bigger balloons.
Maybe.
So,
but yeah, it's definitely something they've brought in more recently.
Thank you, Brandy. Right, this is from Orlando 1.
Yeah, I have no idea who he is. It just come from Orlando 1.
You leave Orlando 1 alone.
I don't even know whether it's male or female. By. Yeah.
Hi guys. Last podcast was great as always. Wanted to point out another thing that crossed my mind when you were discussing quick serviced food, Walt Disney World versus UOR. I agree with Disney hipsters that Walt Disney World excels at offering dietary options for those looking to eat outside the norm. I think that comes with the environment they facilitate with their guests, and they are often looked at as an industry leader when it comes to allergens and different types of food offered.
Yeah.
This allergen strategy is fairly recent, within the last 10 years, and should be applauded. I do agree. Speaking of food offered outside of regular theme park fare, which was the original misconception voiced by them, in which I wouldn't necessarily include vegan or gluten-free or allergen options. I feel Universal wins hands down. Not only general food options and taste, but the fact that the entire QSR?
Quick service
restaurant, yes, I got there. The quick service experience is elevated at Universal Orlando Resort. We have napkins with the Springfield logo.
Yep.
We have authentic British fare in the Harry Potter areas.
Well, yeah.
Almost.
Americanized authentic British fare.
But yes. We have individually wrapped silverware with the Cabana Bay logo band tying it all together.
It's like when I go to Taco Bell for authentic Mexican food.
Yeah. And Orlando 1 flipped when he saw that.
Hey, how do you know it's a he?
Or she?
It's an I. It's an
I, yes.
Yeah.
Elevating quick service food is not just a menu, it's the entire experience you enjoy while waiting for, eating and remembering your meal. Can I just quickly skip back to the elevated experience? Also, stamped butter.
Yeah.
Mythos. We were very impressed with that.
I was rather excited over the logoed butter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you seen it,
Hunter?
It's awesome.
Picking it up and crying into the butter.
I've
seen it.
I love stuff like that.
Just rubbed it all over my face.
Well, he put some into his pocket to take home, but it didn't last.
Yeah, right.
Looked like I peed myself.
One of the spiders in Forbidden Journey have never looked the same.
Back to the email, anyway. To me, menu diversity goes to Walt Disney World. Food taste and overall experience goes to unofficial. That was us. I was going to say us there.
Doesn't go to the unofficial
Orlando
Universal podcast,
Resort.
no.
He hasn't been. He or she has not been here to eat my food.
No.
Or mine.
So, yeah. So
Cool. I'll agree with that, actually.
Yes.
Yeah. That was a good wrap
It
up.
was. Thank you, Orlando one.
Go on then, seeing as though I nicked your other one before, you can take the
right.
next one as well.
Oh, lots of speaking now. Hello, my name is Logan P. And I'm a long-time listener, first-time emailer.
Awesome. Thank you for getting in touch.
Yes. Anyway, for my first order of business, I would like to stress the preeminence and superiority of frozen butterbeer over regular.
Yes.
And I'm done.
Yes.
No.
Darren's not here. Someone had to have my side.
I'm very, very
You don't have to
sad
finish
now.
this email, Tracy.
I don't think I want to. I think I just quit. It's just not worth it anymore. Now, I would like to mention the fact that I live in the Orlando area. I've been going to Universal Orlando ever since I was so little. It was free for me to get in, which I don't even think they do anymore, to be quite honest.
Yeah, it's free for under threes, isn't
under
it?
threes, I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I still regularly attend the park 17 years later, and I still get butterflies when I hear the background music walking into either Alice Adventure or the studios. Do you know of anywhere I could buy a soundtrack of something of this music, because I can't seem to find it on iTunes?
Well, do you know what? It's something we've talked about a lot, and it's that CD is not commercially available anymore. If you're lucky, you might find one on eBay,
I just don't
or it's
understand
just
why.
I think we didn't. Oh, we discussed this when we talked about the Disney hipsters thing, didn't we?
So much licensed music now with
Yeah,
Harry
but-
Potter and things like that,
But
right?
it doesn't stop you putting out it's still putting out
There's
the
still a lot of
original
original,
CD with
yeah.
all the stuff from Lost Continent and Zeus Landing and all that. That's still there. People would still buy it.
Mm-hmm. They would still buy the stuff with the music that isn't there, because that's a nostalgia hit.
Absolutely. I mean, there's 3 different versions of it.
Yeah.
I managed to get us a copy when we went in 2005, and it's like my cherished pride and joy of the fact that I have a copy of it that I play in the car just to keep the original in pristine.
Yeah. That's in case of a house fire, grab that CD.
So, unfortunately, unless you know someone who's got it, who will kindly...
Direct you to a means of acquiring aforementioned album
legally...
legally.
There is no way of getting to say eBay is honestly your best bet.
And finally, I would like to suggest a discussion regarding various crowd control, not crown control, that's princesses, crowd control methods at the parks. For instance, I felt they did a very fine job in maintaining the crowds for entry into Diagon Alley when it first opened, as well as for the Gringotts queue. On the other hand, I look back at instances such as the horrific attempt at trying to exit the park after the Kelly Clarkson concert from Mardi Gras 2009 and think, what were they thinking?
What, having Kelly Clarkson on?
I'm just wondering, was that just people like running away?
Yeah, maybe. Oh my God, it's Kelly Clarkson, get out.
No, that's a fair
That's
comment.
be an
That's-
interesting conversation,
Yeah.
especially when you look at like how they handled the crowds with the original
I think I
Wizarding
can
World.
kind of
and then-
answer it now,
Okay.
honestly.
Go on, then.
I think this was 2009. Wizarding World of Harry Potter changed kind of everything as how far as Universal controls crowds
Yeah, they had
and
to.
regulates everything. Because it was a total... I still think when they opened, what was it, 2010
Yeah.
for Hogsmeade?
Yeah.
When they opened in 2010, they weren't quite ready at that point. It's just now, after years of going on 5 years of Hogsmeade, they know a heck of a lot better on how to control that crowd. We've seen that with Diagon Alley. We saw that with One Direction. I think they've got a much better hold on things now.
Yeah, I think without the Wizarding World, the crowd control was... And they had to learn quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they've never really had to do it except for the special events like that, like Mardi Gras and the concert series and things like that.
Yeah.
The parks themselves never required it.
That's still crazy. I still have visions of that being queued out into City Walk just to get into the Wizarding World is crazy.
I know. That's, mental. Anyway, thank you for your wonderful podcast. I look forward to it every week. Be adventurous.
We are.
We are. Thank you for that, Logan. That was a really good email.
Absolutely.
Don't be a stranger.
No.
No. Send us more emails. We
Yes.
love emails.
We do.
So mine says, hey guys, I just got back from an impromptu trip to Orlando and was delayed there an unexpected extra day, so I went to Universal Islands to check out the new happenings. As an out-of-town visitor who doesn't get to go to Universal except for maybe every 2 years or so usually, I was, of course, living vicariously through the podcast and pictures online. When I went to Diagon Alley, I was surprised by a few things. I don't expect you to cover these in the podcast since I know we've already beaten Harry to death, and that to keep beating him with so much more such that now his lifeless body looks like one of the Simpsons. But I thought I'd pass this stuff on to you guys in preparation for your next visit, which is in, about 350 days or so now?
Oh, hang on, he's pulling some out of his pocket.
319 is currently recording.
Ooh. They're counting down for you. Is that creepy?
Yes.
No.
Okay. Someone else counting the days until your vacation? I know when your vacation is. I know what your agenda is. You smell different when you're awake. Yes,
it does.
Be afraid. Be very afraid. Smiley face emoticon. Anyway, some thoughts. First, the photos of Diagon Alley make the place look huge. When I first entered, however, I was surprised at how shallow it is in terms of the length of the street itself. Now, my mind is madder than a box of frogs, as Tracy pointed out last time. Nice spelling your name right.
No, it's with an E.
But that doesn't matter. Well, it does, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, the spelling isn't apparent through your accent.
Oh, I'll work on that.
Tracy EY, that's how you have to say
Tracy
hello.
EY.
And tonight I'm joined by Lee, Darren, and Tracy EY.
We'll do a remix, Tracy EY.
Why?
Why do you hurt me, Tracy EY?
Am I going to get my first ever nickname?
Tracy EY.
Tracy EY. I love
that name. You're currently spicing up Lee and Tracy's relationship. We appreciate that, listener.
I know who this is from.
I'll guess.
So let me ask the box of frogs to speak for a moment and share with you some OCD. From the moment you step inside the brick wall entrance Diagon Alley, it's 70 steps from that point to the point directly under the dragon's head from Gringotts. The whole usable length of that street, 70 steps. That might seem like a lot, especially if every step is 3 feet or so. But to put it in perspective, the alley itself is 10 steps wide from one storefront to the other.
Whoa.
So to think that the street is only 7 times longer than it is deep is really saying something. Wizard math, right?
Yeah.
I was surprised by that. Compared to Hogsmeade, which is much longer compared to its width, the sheer height of the buildings add to the feelings that the alley isn't very deep. I did not count the steps from the street level to the top of the buildings, though. I left my Spidey suit at home. Having said that, however, I was also surprised at how wide Diagon Alley is if you include the side streets, such as Nocturne Alley. I actually found myself getting lost in the corridors and caverns at first, so that was nice. It felt very impressive, as countless fans have already pointed out. Nocturne was downright creepy. I felt right at home, of course. The animated head on top of the Weasley's Wizard Whizzes wasn't working the day I was there, so that was disappointing since it's already so new and already broken.
Oh. Does it move?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. With the hat.
He lifts up his head and
Yeah.
everything. People have said the same thing about my head. It's new and it looks nice, but it's just kind of broken. It's okay. I'm used to it. But I'd rather not get used to this effect not working. That's disappointing. I hope Universal will take the cost of my one-day park hopper ticket with Unlimited Express and will invest that $800 into finding somebody to fix that head. Fixing mine may take a bit more than that, of course. Now shut up, frogs. I'm moving on. So Florian's was great. It's very small inside, though. Definitely no place to sit and enjoy the ice cream. And there are no benches or chairs outside of the shop to speak of either, so that was odd. When I first arrived, the line was clear to the door. I figured I'd be waiting in there forever, but as it turns out, the whole line moved through in about 8 minutes.
Not bad.
Very efficient. And that's something I've noticed personally, too. We waited outside. I think it only took us about 8 to 10 minutes ourselves, too.
It's not bad.
So if you ever see a big line at the shop, just stick it out because butterbeery goodness is only 8 minutes and $6.38 away. I'm not sure what that is in pounds or euros or whatever, but my math from the last time I wrote in says that $6.50 is about a shilling, half a crown, and 2 quarters.
That's about right, yeah.
Anyway, while in the ice cream shop getting ready to order, I heard the dragon roar just outside the door. Let's just talk about that dragon real quick, shall we? As I mentioned, the dragon breathed fire and growled once while I was standing in line at the Florian's for a butterbeer ice cream. First thing in the morning, because let's face it, who doesn't want to start their day with a diabetic crash, right?
Yeah.
Sounds perfect.
Having said that, the ice cream butterbeer is the best butterbeer flavor. I totally agree with you there. Just narrowly edging out the liquid kind and beating the frozen kind by quite a bit. Good.
Good.
Good list.
Yes.
As for the pumpkin juice that Tracy raves about, I found it to be apple cider with too much cinnamon in it. Very little pumpkin flavor there for me, and I was so disappointed that I drew a mural of Tracy, which is the third spelling Tracy, by the way.
Yeah, he's probably doing that on purpose to try and get it right.
Yes, and I was so disappointed that I drew a mural of Tracy on the wall and threw the rest of my pumpkin juice at it in disgust.
I wonder why I got wet that day.
Oh, man.
Okay, not really. I actually threw it at the broken Weasley head in disgust. Either way, that was not my favorite drink.
Aww.
Anyways, I digress. So the butterbeer ice cream was awesome. Did I mention that? And while in the ice cream shop, I heard the dragon roar. Did I mention that too? Yet? So I really wanted to see the dragon perform, but I was so close to ordering at Florian's when I heard it began that I didn't want to give up my spot in line. A few minutes later, I stood outside the ice cream shop, thinking I'd wait under the dragon head to see the fire and hear the roar firsthand. Well, about an hour after standing there, the dragon never did perform again. Stage fright, I presume. I'm not sure if it's just very infrequent or if it too was experiencing technical difficulties. Another way to invest that $800 I spent into getting it that day, perhaps. Maybe the same maintenance man who works on the Weasley head can also get the dragon working again. Or maybe he can get the dragon to breathe fire at the Weasley head. Now that I would gladly pay $800 for.
Oh, man. Jim, you are a comic genius.
Uh-huh.
So that was disappointing. No dragon performance during the hour that I waited for, and I never did hear it roar again at that day. I bought another pumpkin juice and threw it at the dragon. Indian rain dance, man. If the dragon was disappointing, Escape from Gringotts was perhaps the best experience of my entire life, including my wedding day and the birth of my children. He goes on to say he's kidding, but I'm not going to read that because I want him to feel that shame. All right, he says, kidding. I love you, honey. The ride, though, it was amazing. Totally. I liked it just as well, if not a little more than Forbidden Journey, and I liked it just marginally better than Shrek.
Ugh.
Kidding.
Yeah.
But it was seriously awesome. I even thought the 3D effect was great. I have to confess, I have less self-control than a narcoleptic in a mattress store. So I watched all the YouTube videos on Diagon Alley, including the Gringotts ride, back when it all opened this past summer. Of course, on YouTube, you don't get the 3D effect. Currently, it's coming.
Really?
On the ride, I felt the effect worked great and really added an extra dimension to the ride. It was much more coasterish than I imagined it would be after reading the reviews and listening to the podcast, so that was pleasing. And I definitely agree with him there. There were a lot more coaster elements than I expected.
Okay.
After Gringotts, I walked past the dragon again to see if it was working. It was not. No butterbeer tossing again. Okay. I went and heard some of the live entertainment and caught the end of the Celestina?
Yeah.
Warbeck show. The talent was amazingly, but the music wasn't very catchy and I found it forgettable.
Really?
I did not throw pumpkin juice. There it is. I ate at the Leaky Cauldron for lunch and almost missed the cauldron. Sure, it's huge, but after hearing the podcast, I expected it to be a real show-stopping centerpiece. Instead, I found it to be very tastefully included in the decor without drawing a gaudy attention to it. It felt like a nice addition, not the star of a namesake restaurant. Food was delicious. You guys have covered this quite a bit on other shows, so I won't go on into it. Although I have to say, the food did seem about as English as Johnny Depp. He does have a decent British accent, but he bleeds blue in the end. Same with the food. It felt like American food trying to put on a British accent. I'd still give it an A+, though, because I happen to be a Yank and I like that kind of food. I'd eat there again.
Good.
Sounds good.
Gilly water. Skip it. I got one because you can't very well go to Diagon Alley and say you didn't. But Lee and Tracy, when you go, just get one to share amongst the clan. It's basically expensive Kool-Aid.
Right.
Even still, I was totally drinking the Kool-Aid. And that one-time experience was amazing.
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid. Can you imagine Diagon Alley is brought to you by Kool-Aid? I thought the small touches were really neat. There's a piece of decor that looks like the underside of a train bridge, much like you'd expect to see in an alley in London, I suppose. This in and of itself wasn't too surprising because the folks at Universal Creative have an eye for detail that could put a four-eyed watchmaker to shame, but they really went above and beyond in the sound effects that someone painstakingly put in there. If you stand there under the train bridge amongst all the hustle and bustle of happy tourists, you can actually hear the sound effects of a train rolling overhead. Whoever put that in there was awesome. 5-star shout out from this Yank faux show. Speaking of trains, when I rode the Hogwarts Express, I'll say that the queue was really empty. It was almost weird and sad to see so much of an empty queue. I don't know if this was on purpose or not, maybe to give the illusion of actually being at an enormous King's Cross station or not. Even though there was a ton of empty queue, though, and even though the line moved at a steady pace, I was surprised that the wait still had 20 minutes. The sign up front said it was a 5-minute wait, so be prepared for that. No breakdowns, and the wait was still about 4 times longer than posted. The train ride itself was cool, but there were some bits that didn't work well for me. The TV screens that are inside the cabin start off by showing a brick wall, much like you would expect to see if you were really sitting inside a train station on Hogwarts Express. But the screens gave the brick wall a warped effect. That was unintended, I think, and for me, that really broke the illusion. The wall bowed down slightly at the edges, so the illusion was kind of ruined. Even as the trays started moving, the brick wall would start moving past and the bricks just stayed bowed. It wasn't intended. I hope it was just the screen in my train car. I hope so. But for me, it further begs the question of why are there things that aren't working right and we're not even 1 year removed from grand opening? Mm-hmm. And that's just kind of due to the shape of the screens from what I understand.
Yeah, because it's like a curved screen round, isn't it, to try and give it a sort of 3D-ish effect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it looks better. I'm not sure if it's where you were seated, Mr. Jim, but I've sat right up against the glass, and I've sat further towards the back, and it is better the further back you are away from it. Kind of the sweet spot's right in the middle of the bench, if you can get it, though. Okay. Once the train started rolling, though, and the screens in the whole show weren't really spectacular. I didn't even find Hermione's voice that annoying. It definitely wasn't Emma Watson, but it was easy to suspend disbelief and enjoy the show. I do that again. I did not throw. Anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know my brief thoughts. I hope there aren't too many spoilers in here, just a different perspective on what I think is an A-plus job by the Universal Creative Team. They have really outdone themselves. I thought Hogsmeade was amazing, but when I went to Diagon Alley, I must say I may have enjoyed it a little bit more. And in just 350-something days, you guys can chime in on your opinion of the place. Thanks, guys. Keep up the great work. I look forward to the podcast every single week. Jim, Box of Frogs, Craig, Denver, Colorado.
Awesome.
That
Jim's
was
emails.
Best emails ever.
It's so funny.
If you guys want to send us more humorous emails, we'd appreciate them.
Yes.
Or your more serious questions, you guys can definitely email us at podcast@uuopodcast.com.
Cool.
All right. So to wrap up the show, this is Hunter, and for Lee and Tracy, this has been the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast.
Well, that wraps up another unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube. Just search the word UUO Podcast. We'd love to hear from you, so if you've seen something hilarious in the parks, let us know for our Funny Schmidt segment. And if you've had a great experience with a team member, we want to hear about that too. So to get in touch with us, email us at podcast@uuopodcast.com or record us a message at speakpipe.com/UUOpodcast. Please subscribe to us on iTunes and rate and review the show. That would be amazing. Not an Apple user? No problem. You can find us on Stitcher, at uuopodcast.libsyn.com, as well as many other podcast apps. And don't forget to check out our sponsors, Fairy Godmother Travel, for all your Universal vacation needs. Head over to our partner site, micechat.com, for even more theme park news, and check out micepod.com. So until next time, be adventurous.
This has been a MicePod.com presentation.
MiceChat.com